Tonight, as soft brush strokes glide slowly across the screen, allow your breathing to slow a little too. Let the noise of the day drift farther away while this quiet story carries you gently toward rest. Welcome to Bedtime Stories on Canvas. And before we begin tonight's peaceful tale, if you enjoy calm bedtime stories like these, don't forget to softly tap the like button. Subscribe to the channel and leave a small comment below telling me where you are listening from tonight. Your support truly helps this quiet little space continue to grow. Long ago, in a peaceful village surrounded by tall sugarcane fields, there lived a watchful animal beside the village road. It was an old brown donkey. The donkey belonged to no one in particular, yet everyone in the village trusted him. Each morning before sunrise, he stood quietly near the wooden gate beside the largest sugarcane field in the area. The villagers often smiled when they saw him standing there so faithfully in the cool morning mist. The field belonged to a respected judge, a serious man who cared deeply for his crops. And every morning, while the world still slept, the donkey watched over the quiet road in silence. One cold morning, before even the birds had begun singing, a thin jackal slowly approached the gate. Its fur looked rough from hunger, and its tired eyes searched the ground carefully. The jackal stopped beside the donkey and lowered its head politely. "Friend," the jackal said softly, "I have not eaten since yesterday. My stomach is empty. Could you help me find something to eat?" The donkey looked toward the sugarcane field nearby. The tall green stalks swayed gently in the early breeze. For a moment, the donkey hesitated. Then he spoke kindly. "You may enter the field," he said, "but only eat the upper stems of the sugarcane. Leave the roots safely in the soil, and the plants will grow again." The jackal quickly nodded. "Only the stems," it promised quietly. And with that, it slipped silently into the field. As you listen tonight, perhaps you can already picture the slow movement of the paintbrush on the canvas, soft green colors blending gently together, like the sugarcane swaying in the wind, peaceful, slow, and calming for tired eyes. The next morning, the donkey noticed neat cuts along the tops of the sugarcane plants. The roots remained untouched, just as promised. The jackal had kept its word. But the morning after that, the jackal returned earlier than before. It wandered deeper into the field, staying longer this time. Still, the donkey said nothing. Then came the third morning. The sky was dark blue before dawn, and the air carried a strange stillness. The donkey watched carefully as the jackal moved far into the center of the field. But this time, the jackal did not simply chew the stems. Instead, it crouched low to the ground. Its sharp paws pressed into the cold soil. And slowly, one by one, it began pulling the roots from the earth itself. If you are still here and as you get comfortable tonight and settle beneath the quiet glow of the evening, gently subscribe and join me for many more peaceful nights like this. As the soft brush strokes continue moving gently across the canvas, slow and peaceful, carrying the mind farther from worry. By now, your eyes may feel a little heavier. The donkey took one slow step forward, then stopped. He watched quietly, but he did not speak. Sometimes, in life, silence feels easier than confrontation, even when our hearts quietly tell us something is wrong. On the fourth morning, the donkey walked toward the edge of the field. The sight before him filled him with sadness. The ground was torn apart. Broken roots lay scattered across the soil like dry sticks after a storm. The beautiful field had been badly damaged. Not long after sunrise, the judge entered the field and froze in disbelief. He bent down slowly, lifted one ruined root into his hands, and stared at it silently. Then, without a word, he walked straight toward the donkey's gate. "You destroyed my field," the judge said firmly. The donkey quickly shook his head. "No," he answered. "It was the jackal. Every morning, the jackal came here." The judge turned toward the jackal. The clever animal lowered its eyes gently. "I am innocent," the jackal replied in a calm voice. "I never touched those roots." Then, after a short pause, the jackal looked carefully at the judge and spoke again. "But if there is doubt, then let fairness decide. These roots were pulled from cold ground during cold weather. Should we not judge the matter in the same cold conditions?" The judge thought carefully. The morning wind moved through the damaged field. Finally, the judge nodded. "When winter arrives," he said, "we will meet again." The jackal bowed politely, then quietly walked away. That evening, dark clouds slowly gathered across the northern sky. Winter was coming quickly. The jackal sat outside for a long time, watching the clouds in silence. Then it glanced once toward the donkey's gate before disappearing into the darkness. Soon, winter arrived with fierce cold winds. The mornings became sharp and icy. Then, on the coldest morning of the season, before the sun had risen, the jackal knocked at the donkey's door. "The judge is ready," it whispered. "Today is the day." Together, they entered the judge's chamber. But the cold inside the room was bitter. The donkey immediately began trembling. His legs shook. His teeth knocked together. The judge leaned forward slowly. "Look how he trembles," the judge said. "Surely this is guilt." The donkey tried to speak. He wanted to explain everything, but the freezing air stole the strength from his voice. No words came out, only silence. And the judge mistook that silence for confession. Without listening further, he declared the donkey guilty and ordered him away. The jackal quietly lowered its head, hiding the satisfaction in its eyes. And so, the kind donkey lost everything, not because he was cruel, but because he allowed the wrong creature too close to the gate he guarded. As the final brush strokes move softly across the canvas tonight, perhaps this story leaves behind a quiet thought. Kindness is beautiful, but kindness must also be wise. Not everyone who arrives gently arrives with good intentions. Some simply wish to learn your trust before taking advantage of it. And sometimes the most dangerous people are not the loud ones. They are the quiet ones who ask for only a little, just enough to be welcomed inside. So as you rest tonight, remember this softly. Protect your peace. Protect your heart. And never feel guilty for being careful about who you allow into your life. If this quiet little story stayed with you tonight, leave a small comment below with the word wisdom. And if you enjoy relaxing bedtime stories like these, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Bedtime Stories on Canvas, and share this peaceful corner with someone who may need a little calm before sleep. Now, the story is over. The night grows quieter. The brush moves slower across the canvas, and you can finally let your thoughts drift away into peaceful sleep.